Hey Leute, willkommen zurück zu Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair hier in der Hope's Peak Academy, aber hier irgendwas scheint hier nicht zu stimmen. Ich weiß auch nicht, woran es liegt. Letztes Mal herausfinden, wo wir als nächstes hin können. War hier den Garten? Nee. Ach, hier das Klassenzimmer ist offen. No, I should ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him.
Jeez.
I went inside his room. That bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's gonna be shitty either way.
Damn right.
So I'll let you handle it. There's no way I'm gonna deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either.
Hiya.
Why, hello, Hachime. I hope you're doing pleasantly well. Are you pleasantly well? You're pleasantly well, right? What are you doing here?
No.
Well, there was another thing I needed to tell you on the floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga, it's like a sewer wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. I'm getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up and what did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting for so long for. Surprised, it's about ultimate despair. Even though the term ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
Yes, indeed.
Lady Chunko Enoshima. Chunko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created a despair brimming with charm and humor, and created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me.
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organization. There's no way people would join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl.
Unbelievable.
Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Chunko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became a tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat?
Huh?
Then what was their purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why they caused that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Chunko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Chunko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Chunko Enoshima as Chunko Enoshima. What are you saying? I'm a stuffed plushie, Hachime. Hachime is a human. It's exactly like that. Chunko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her everything is despair. What the hell? Through her overwhelming force of personality, Chunko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. She controlled the despairs by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Chunko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed and right into their minds. And so the ultimate despair who had been recruited became nothing more than Chunko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, what was dedicated to Chunko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food for their to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Chunko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something that they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know what the final days of the reserve corps students are in the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days?
in other words,
Chunko has the power to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so, the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded, yeah, Hachime. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all, I mean...
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima's already dead. Ja, stimmt auch. Ach so. Hey, Fujiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima's already really dead? What? You didn't see? There was a book called Manga for Morons, Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. A bloody classroom? No, wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope Peak Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey!
For a manga about killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead?
Like...
It turns out that killing school life was part of that whole biggest was awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope Peak Academy, and she took away their memories, just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. Here's the limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole time.
So...
The whole thing? Students of Hope Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival, they were trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. And Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Akuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko Enoshima's already dead. Are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings were involved and resembled that killing school life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to someone fake. But if this is really an imitation, are the surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Chatlock Island. Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during this killing school life? Man, Hachime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, I'll just raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. You're not making sense. You're not making sense again.
Well now.
Then I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy.
What?
What a surprise! Do you want to hear about the Ultimate Despair again? No, I don't really need
Hey,
you to. Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days, it was actually a term used to describe Junko Enoshima, the original Ultimate Despair. He just started on his own. To form an Ultimate Despair, she created a despair brewing with charm and humor, and created the Ultimate Despair. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. It's fine already, you don't have to keep explaining.
What?
It's fine already, but I'm just getting to the good part. Good part or not, I've already heard this from you before. Achso, wir können einfach rausgehen, okay. Ich dachte, wir müssten uns nochmals das anhören. Oh, jetzt sind wir im 4. Stock. Huh? It's changed to a different hallway again. It's so sudden. It's going on to make something like this happen. Now I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. That's right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Khan is switching her nose like a beast and examining her surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut
Well, you
feeling.
know, it's just my gut, but I feel like something's getting closer. What do you mean, who?
So,
I don't know. It's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Akuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. This looks like the music room. I feel like I can see something strange. Looks like it's some sort of monument. Why would there be a monument in the music room? And not just that, the mark engraved into the monument is a symbol of the Future Foundation, right? Below that symbol, there's a short passage engraved. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. Huh? The Future Foundation was established by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy? Aren't they known as World Ender? This is completely different. Oniguma, he completely made it up. Dann haben die Schüler der Hope's Peak, die das Ding erschaffen, Future Foundation, also Makoto, Kyoko, Byakuya, Toko, Yasuhiro und nicht Kyoko, wer war nochmal der letzte? Aoi. Achso. Was ist das? What is this? The words are floating in the air. This is like a hologram, right? The floating letters are forming a sentence. It looks like a passage from an email. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have obtained information a person who claims to be a survivor of Hope's Peak Academy. Upon further investigation, there are a total of 15 survivors. You may be wondering about the number of people at this time. If they're survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, it's possible they may be targeted by ultimate despair. We believe we should acquire them and place them in our care as soon as possible. Though I don't believe the group can go that far without Junko and Ashima rallying them. In a worst case scenario, we must prevent a repeat of the killing school life. Also, if they are survivors of Hope's Peak Academy, we should expect them to be quite valuable to us. However, we are still investigating the details of their origins and we haven't located them either. We will continue investigating this matter. Also, regarding a separate matter, we have received a report from the research facility on Chatterbox Island. Preparations have been completed. It seems we can proceed with the experimental phase of the New World program. Survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. 15 students? Is that about us? Including Chiaki, who was part of the Future Foundation, there were definitely 15 of us, but what does survivors mean? It's like they're talking from some other world. What happened outside of Chatterbox Island? If the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is really true, then the world isn't normal anymore, maybe. I'm starting to feel like we might be better off not remembering the memories we've lost. I guess that's all the clues in this room. It's finally confirmed the Future Foundation is on our side, at least. They were founded by the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy, and they took us in to protect us. But if that's true, Chiaki should have made that clear to us. No, as long as Monokuma was around, she probably couldn't say anything carelessly. Monokuma, if he's the Future Foundation's enemy, then his true identity must be the ultimate despairs who caused the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The ones who are carrying out the will of Junko and Ashima are making us go through this. Also, this caught my attention in the email too. What is this research facility on Chatterbox Island mentioned in the email? What's this about? The only Future Foundation facility we found was the ancient ruin. There's no way that's a research facility. If there really is a research facility on this island, there should be other Future Foundation members here. Somehow there are still so many mysteries. This feels different from a classroom.
Maybe.
It's probably the office, right? I mean, the room kind of has a stuffy teacher vibe to it. Da stand noch Office draußen dran. The office, huh? Now that you mention it, it does look like that. More importantly, have you seen Miss Anya? I don't see her anywhere. How much longer is this guy gonna be obsessed with Sonic? Give it up already. Your light is floating in the air like the music room from earlier. Looks like a passage from an email someone wrote. I think it's the same one from earlier. I guess I should read it. We understand this matter regarding the survivors. In order to safely acquire them, please do your best and continue the investigation. However, you must exercise extreme caution concerning the remnants of despair. Even though they have lost Junko Inoshima, the fact remains that they are incredibly dangerous. Even after her death, the tragedy has not ended. Perhaps there's still a leader on par with Junko Inoshima. As long as we do nothing about the remnants of despair, we will not be able to end this incident. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. Everything is for the sake of a shining future. Immediately eliminated? Does that mean this is in order to kill them? That doesn't sound peaceful at all. I guess that's understandable. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is as terrible as it sounds. It's pretty much all-out war. If the remnants of despair are the ones waging that war, there's no way they'd be forgiven that easily. Hajime Hinata, Chiaki, Nanami, Kazuichi Soda, Nagito Koma... Da stehen unsere Namen drauf, aber auch wirklich alle. Okay, außer Byakuya, da steht Ultimate Imposter. Er hat also gar keinen Namen. There's something written on the black board. What's written here? List of suspects is written on the blackboard in large letters just below that. Are names I've seen before. Was ist das? Hyoko? Ist das... Hä? There's a newspaper posted on the blackboard. Below that, Hyoko Saranchi is written here. What is this newspaper? Hey, das sieht viel älter aus. What is this? It says Miss Hyoko Saranchi. This can't mean the same Hyoko, right? I mean, the Hyoko we knew. She was much smaller and looked more childlike. It was pretty much her defining feature. But the photo in this newspaper, in a way, I can see the resemblance of Hyoko, but her height and figure is too different from the Hyoko we knew. What does this mean?
Huh?
This lady looks pretty mature. Is she Hyoko's older sister or something? No, it says Hyoko Saonchi here. Oh, then Hyoko has an older sister with a name first and last name. An older sister with the same first and last name?
I mean...
That's the only explanation, right? I mean, look at it for yourself. That's not Hyoko. But did you ever hear her mention an older sister?
Man.
Well, it's not like I was that close to her or anything.
Wrong!
She doesn't have an older sister. Hyoko is the Saonchi family's only daughter. If she doesn't have a sister, then a relative? No, there's still too much of a resemblance.
What are you saying?
That's Hyoko.
Of course not!
What are you saying? Hyoko doesn't have a curvy body like this. I mean, she was famous for her childlike figure. She got away with all kinds of crap for looking like that.
Well...
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she had a growth spurt? What are you saying? She's already dead. There's no way she could have had a growth spurt.
Today,
Well, regardless,
I'm feeling white!
all the clues I've provided are true. If they weren't, it wouldn't be fair.
What's going on?
What the heck? This is the truth? This is the truth in the Hyoko in his newspaper. Is he really saying this is the same person? That's impossible. I mean, how can there be a photo of a grown-up Hyoko when she's already dead? Why does this even exist?
Hey!
Could it be related to that list of suspect over there?
This is bad.
If it says suspect, maybe it means there was some kind of experiment, right? Did that experiment change Hyoko's body? What am I saying? Just saying it out loud makes it sound messed up. What experiment? If it's some kind of experiment, it would mean that we're also test subjects, right? Where our names are also written on a blackboard under that list of suspects. But what kind of experiment was it?
What's going on?
What's going on? It better not have anything to do with time travel. Oh Gott, wenn das wirklich was mit Time Travel zu tun hat, ne? Achso. Hä? Achso, das hier. Extremely overwhelming portrait is hanging on the wall. I feel like I've seen it before, but the name etched into the placard says Hope Seek Academy's founder, Isuru Kamakura. The founder of Hope Seek Academy in his name, Isuru Kamakura. Doesn't this clearly contradict the information I obtained earlier? Damn it, another mystery. Okay, well just you totally raised all the flags on this floor. Congratulations, Hachime, you shall now go on to the next stage. Next stage? Ja, wahrscheinlich der dritte Stock. Ja. Ja, aber das sieht anders aus. Damn it, not again. It's always different from the last time. I guess when the flag, when Akuma mentioned is raised, I moved to a different hallway than the last. But how can you do that? No, now's not the time to be confused by that. Thinking about it is just going to waste my energy. Oh Gott, ich werde, das ist echt übel. Warum schwebt hier alles? Oder zumindest der Tisch. There's a billiard table, a dartboard, and a shelf lined with magazines. It's hard to think a room like this actually exists inside a school. It's hologram again. What's this one say? It looks like another email passage. Regarding the report we gave you the other day, we have finally succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. Though they were all dispersed, we were successful in acquiring all 15 of them. Due to the fact that we are unable to ask them about specific details, it is unknown how they managed to survive the tragedy. It's been reported that some are wounded, so it seems certain that they survived under harsh conditions. Over the course of our detailed investigation, we determined that they are the same age as the others, so we have decided to entrust them to the survivors of the killing school life. As for the remnants of despair, there are still no solid leads regarding this matter, and we have no new information to report. We will continue with the investigation. Once they are discovered, we shall eliminate them immediately. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. It says here that they succeeded in acquiring them and have placed them in our care. That means we should have been protected by the Future Foundation, right? Then why is this happening? If the Future Foundation was protecting us, why were we forced to kill each other on this island? Well, I guess it's not possible the Future Foundation set this all up.
What's this?
My, Hachime, if you keep worrying like that, you're gonna get a toothache and collapse. It's your fault. What is this hologram thingy anyway? It's exactly what it looks like. They're the Future Foundation's emails. I thought they made the perfect clue, so I did a little bit of hacking here to get them. You can even do that. Whoever's controlling you seems to possess many talents.
No.
Well, who cares about me anyway? That's not important at all. There's no way that's not important. His true identity should connect everything to what's happening right now. Gut, Leute, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal weiter bei Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair und ciao.